It's Week 7 of the NFL, and we've got the Panthers burner at wide receiver. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Panthers and the Bears, and it's all up next.
Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Now Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So now here are the Panthers with excellent field position to start off. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
His game last week. Song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big time game.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Montgomery. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, 18 carries, 87 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak, and that includes the ground game. And put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Bears at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down. Was not an easy one to hold on to. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already. as they come up 1st and 10. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's Fields. Completes a Mooney on the slant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards for number 11.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, he was certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. George Pickens from 19 yards away. And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and have their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit. Panther football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Montgomery. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now Austin. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. Darnell Mooney and the rest of this offense ready to go again. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, trying to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. So first down, and they'll stick with Algier. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. And a loose football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
We have seen this.
And now before the ball changes again,
play is under review.
So turn. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
One play action. Fields. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
A good run there on the right tackle in old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. Their offensive line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Gets this out wide to Pickens. Touchdown, Bears! George Pickens with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the... Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The end result, 21 yards. Back to throw, Fields. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Second down and goal. Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, I would guess that combined, if he's... Neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there. Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're pretty...
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive, 4 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Fields now to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw again. And Cooks has it over the middle. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Carlson able to put this one through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got... And it's 2nd down. Now Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's got room. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Fields. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards for number 11.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
so sorry to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Here's Pollard. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 20-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. Algier will try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Just some run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you can start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against the Baltimore Ravens, and they have the lead here as well. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Panther first down. He'll look to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy that could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And this offense on third down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw, Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Fields throwing again. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Carlson down to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chicago offense set to get started. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Meanwhile, Fields throw into the hands of Pickens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he will step out of bounds. Matt Rule not a big fan of that last call, and he's going to go ahead and... So Matt Rule able to challenge that one. Throwing again is Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Fields. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fields. And my goodness, another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers will take over possession here. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies. And that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the... So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Panthers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Check. Black walk. Check right.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your